Hi, how are you? Hi, everyone. About an hour ago, I did an unboxing of the Elgato Green Screen. And in this video, I want to give you my review. After using the green screen for about an hour, I want to give you my thoughts. And I want to thank you for joining me on the stream today. My name is Eileen Smith, and I'm with EileenSmith.com. So, welcome to another edition of Learn to Live Stream with Miss Eileen. And I thank you so very much for coming. I see I have my friends here. Let's see. Andrew Hatchett, who was here with me for the unboxing. Oh my gosh. Was that a hot mess of fun? Andrew, thank you for coming back. And then Tish Rosales. Okay, I think I'm going to have to change the placement of these comments. Hey, Tish, my hashtagologist. Thank you so much for joining. You missed the unboxing, but we had a hoot. I was on the floor with my yoga mat and unboxing this green screen. Now, I don't know, guys, but I think it's I did a pretty good job, or the folks at Ecamm have done a fantastic job of integrating this green screen capability with the software. So, first, let me back up and give you a little history for those of you who were not able to join me on the unboxing. Now, I hope you can see this. No, you can't actually see this because it's green. But this was the old green screen. And what I'll have to do is show you a picture of it. But the old green screen was, actually there's two pieces to it. And it was draped over tripod and two light stands, and it wasn't bad. Actually, if you go back to last weekend's video where I celebrated my 1 million views here on YouTube, you'll see that I had the same background, but what I changed out in this virtual background is the thumbnail that you see there on that monitor, and my other desk over here behind me. Which actually, the Elgato Green Screen, which is 58 inches wide, okay? I wish it were a little bit wider, but I got it working. So what I have to do is, instead of having that old green screen that was draped over the light fixtures, and Aunt Capone has come back. Oh, and Larry Snow is here. Howdy, Larry. Great to see you. And Beauty Bubble is in the house. What a view. Yeah. It's my new office, Beauty. I made you a little too big there. Sorry. Aunt Capone, thank you so much for coming back, my friend. And, I mentioned before, but I'll say it again. I never thought I would use a green screen, and I didn't really think that I was a big fan of them, but I love that this gives me the ability to switch things out. So since, of course, I'm not going to show you the green screen here, what I am going to do is take you over to the Elgato website where we can take a look at it. So this is the collapsible green screen. You probably see these kinds of displays a lot, especially if you've ever been at a conference, or if you're like, for example, my daughter has that at her office. She has one of these where you just open it up and pull it up, and she promotes her book, the Anti-Hustle book, and then she also has one for her real estate league. This is the same thing, the same concept, only it's a green screen. And what the green screen does, I'll just review that technology for those of you who don't know, is it uses something called Chroma key. And that Chroma key is just a way for you to make that transparent. What's in your actual background becomes transparent because it keys out or takes out all of the green. So you have to adjust it a little. And, I could just, for fun, show you guys what it looks like when it's a little off adjustment. Yeah. If I wanted to make you guys think that I was the ghost of Eileen, I would do that. So you have to adjust it. And these guys at Ecamm, they have done such a tremendous job with this technology, especially for the price. Let's see what Larry says. I had the same setup, but before I got the Elgato. Which setup then? I didn't realize that you had the Elgato, Larry. I didn't know that. Very cool. I wish I had. Here's that ice cream man, Tish. That ice cream man. I don't know if you can hear him, but OMG. What time is it? Yeah. 4. It's that hour. It's the 4-ish. Between 4 and 5. He shows up. But I wasn't thinking about that before I went live. So, either way, I'm not going to let him stop me. The kids didn't come out. So, Tish is already making sure she connects with folks. And she's saying, hi, Aunt. Make sure you connect with her, Aunt Capone. So, yeah, I really think this has done a lot for giving variety and just changing and mixing things up. Mr. Rodney will get his first reaction.
Mr. Sophie is out here.
Yeah.
You told him to stop by.
Rodney, I'm in the middle of a live stream. Can you close the door, please?
Right, what kind you want?
I don't want anything. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, y'all know Mr. Rodney's going to have to pay for that later on because he was trying to be a wise guy. He knows I never get that ice cream. So anyway, it gives you a different outlook and a different way to stream because I can have all different kinds of things going on back here in the background. I know when I was doing the unboxing earlier, Andrew said, yeah, you're going to have to get some images from Pixabay. And I do say that Pixabay is a great place to get images. And I also get images from Creative Market. He is running after the ice cream truck. He doesn't even eat ice cream. He was being a wise guy. It's okay. He'll pay later. Trust me. Oh gosh, I should have turned the camera around. I wish I could flip, just like you know how you flip the phone cameras around. I wish I could have flipped this webcam around because he doesn't like to be on cam. But I would have got him on cam. If you saw my Instagram stories, I this morning was in his garden kind of making fun at him this morning on Instagram because he has a fence around the gardens now. And if you've ever seen any of the previous Instagram stories on my IGTV, you'll see how gorgeous his gardens are and the fact that he had put a fence up around. Wasn't my favorite thing. So the flowers are growing outside of the fence. I'm like, good. They want to get out of there. So Andrew says that his review of the Elgato from a year ago. Oh, okay, Andrew, you are a moderator, so you feel free to post that link in the chat. And I guess I'm really late to this party on the green screens because I didn't know that you guys had Elgato green screens. So I guess we're all have a consensus here that the Elgato is the best one to have. Now, for those of you who are on a budget, the Elgato is pricey. But to be fair, the green screens range in so many different prices because all the different manufacturers, you know, green screens are used in broadcasting, in movie production, and of course now with the advance of live streaming into the market. And like I mentioned the other day, we're old school live streamers, but when folks started being able to go live on Facebook, you know, everybody wanted to get in front of the camera, and they still do. So if anyone is near Skype, or if you would want to join me on Skype, because I can have guests in on my broadcasts here with Ecamm, but it works through Skype. So I'm kind of like letting you guys know ahead of time that what I'm going to do is there's a couple of folks, well, probably there's only one person in the audience who I know that's on Skype that may want to come in, and that would be you, Larry. But let me know before I call you if you're interested in coming on and sharing your experience with the Elgato or any other green screens that you've ever used. And I'll just make an attempt to call you, and we'll see how it goes. I know the last 3 times I tried to call, it did not go through. And unfortunately, I don't think I can mute the Skype. I was supposed to probably do this beforehand. So let's see if I turn it down. Really don't need the volume up until or if Larry decides to join us. So I know Andrew Hatchett, he loves Zoom. So he's probably not even on Skype at all. Beauty Bubble, I don't know.
The person whom you're trying to reach is currently unavailable. Please
Larry,
leave a message after the beep.
I think it says you're here, but I don't see you. And you're recording this? Larry, I can't hear you. I know I turned it down, but... Hello? Larry. Now, the thing about using the green screen and EcammLive right now, and this is one of the requests that we put in, the person that would come on Skype would not be able to see my background. They would literally see my green screen. But to be perfectly honest with you guys, it doesn't look that bad. So if I could, you know what, I'm going to hang up and try Larry again. Because maybe he left me a voice message. But Larry, wish you'd let me know. Okay, let me see if I can screen share the way that Skype looks with you guys. Because I just want you... Oh, jeez. There, okay. Oh, there you are. How's it going?
Good.
So you've had the Elgato.
Yes.
And why did you decide to stop using it, or what's the status?
I have not stopped using it. I go back and forth. It depends on the type of video I'm going to do. If it's, or if I'm lazy or not, just to prop it open. Sometimes I'll use it for sponsored videos, and if I'm just doing my own thing and I want to go live, or if I just want to put up a quick video.
Larry, I don't think the Skype is picking up the right mic for you. It sounds like it's coming from your webcam or your...
Okay.
It does not seem like... Is your Yeti on?
Probably not. Hold on.
Super echoey.
Yep.
Oh, hey, Swarthy Daisy, how are you? This is cool. Good to see you and Larry on there with you. Yeah, if Swarthy Daisy, if you have Skype, make sure you send me your Skype handle, and I can call. You can get on here too. I think we can get up to 5 people altogether, 4 guests. Try it again, Larry. Or did you change anything yet?
I'm trying to see.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, take your time.
Now I should be on the right mic. I hope.
Yes, definitely sounds better. Okay. So when did you buy the green screen? 'Cause I know
Towards
you
the
use
end
it
of
on
last year.
I'm sorry. Say again.
Towards the end of last year.
Oh, so but you're using it on ScreenFlow, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I am.
Let's see. I'm not connected with Swarthy Daisy yet, but let's see if we can get that going here. The more the merrier. Now, how do I do it? User error. Okay, wait. See, because I have that interface open, so what I needed to do, all right, is go in there. First, I have to find you. I just woke up from that. Oh, okay. I don't want to see you today. Okay, yes. Yes, and Andrew said, yes, much less boomy. Okay, Swarthy Daisy, next time we'll connect up, and we'll get you on here. All right, great. So you were using a different green screen before you got the Elgato?
Yeah, so what you were talking about, that you'd have this huge frame and you'd have this draped thing over it, and then I had these clips that would always break, and it was just a huge process. And, you know, when I was making videos like 2-3 times a week, when I was trying to get to 4,000 watch time, this thing would sit in my office, and it would be just a behemoth thing. And then I kept on searching for something that would just be a compartmentalize or put it in a yes, that's it. That's the word. And just prop it up somewhere and out of the way, you know. And it wouldn't take up all that room. I mean, so I found the Elgato on Amazon.
Okay. So now, have you ever thought about purchasing that Stream Deck?
I have. I'm not there yet.
Okay. Yeah, because you haven't done a video in a while.
Yes,
What's up with that?
Slap me.
You just got busy, or?
I'm really focused on my security association, really trying to ramp that up. We're launching a very detailed roadmap, and we put out all the steps in order to be successful in the executive protection field. So that's our focus, and I'll get back to videos.
Well, real quick, I want to say hi to Bren. Hey, Bren. She says, great show. Thank you so much, my dear. Well, what I was going to ask you is about LinkedIn, because I know that you use LinkedIn for your security stuff, right?
Yeah, promote and push out content, yeah.
And what about using video over there? Have you tested it, or you just repurposing?
I tested it about a year ago.
Okay, so was that a repurpose of the YouTube or something else?
I did both. I did one for my phone. I just ad-libbed on my phone, and I pushed that out on LinkedIn. And then I started uploading natively what I would upload to YouTube. And modicum of results. I mean, wasn't a huge win that I expected it to be. And I don't know how they rank a view. Like, is it 30 seconds, 2 seconds? Like, what's a view?
Good point. I
for
have
LinkedIn,
no
I don't
idea.
know.
I have no idea. And Andrew said that he tried that wraparound green screen that attached to the back of the chair, but then along came Elgato. So Elgato is saving the day for us green screen fans. And real quick, let's see another comment. The Elgato item that I own is a device that transfers VHS to DVD files. Well, Elgato has been doing a lot for the digital media age. And yes, his security association is so awesome.
Thanks, Tish.
Yeah, I miss my little flash briefings, but I understand. I get it. But I liked hearing.
Well, if I did the flash briefing as an RSS, I'd run into the same problem that Patricia's having. So,
well, she didn't have a problem yet because she didn't said that. The problem that Anchor is the one who actually has the problem. I don't know that they care. I have mentioned it to them, but Anchor has the news rundown, and they used to do it twice a day. But they did say that they were changing the format. The last time I listened to it, they said that they were if some breaking news happened. And Bren says she likes the response of LinkedIn video. Changing the format, and they were only going to do it once a day. Or, thanks, Bren. Are you doing gardening videos over there? But let's just real quickly to tell everybody what we're talking about this issue with the Alexa, which we also call Lexi. And when you make a flash briefing, if you give that Amazon your flash briefing as an RSS feed, when someone who's listening to your flash briefing, they hear the news of the day, and it'll go into the news from yesterday, which you already listened to yesterday, and the day before that. And Larry said up to 5 days. Well, okay, who wants to hear the old news, especially if you're listening every day? However, how is it that you turn it off or turn it so that it only does it once a day? You just upload it?
Yeah, you'd have to do a manual upload to your RSS. And so you'd have to, that's why I like Libsyn, so you can control that. So with Libsyn, you can say, okay, uncheck the last one and check the next one, the recent one, so that it will go out on the RSS feed. And, I used the JSON file, so it's a JavaScript code, really simple to use. And I would upload that to Amazon's Web Services, AWS, and link that to the Alexa briefing. So that's how it worked for me.
It's interesting because I've been listening to a few podcasts where they've been talking about this, and I've also sat in, thanks to Beauty Bubble, she brought it to my attention, the guys that actually do the programming for Lexi. They do it sometimes live on Twitch.
Yeah, I watch them too.
I have no idea what they're talking about. I sat there and watched them for about 2 hours, and I was like,
Yeah, that's the JavaScript programming that they're doing.
Java, not JSON.
It's JavaScript. JSON is I forget what they call it, like a piece of JavaScript or some type of particular program of JavaScript.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those
yeah, I know, and I don't really understand it that much. I understood enough to get the flash briefing out and to control it, and also control the link that goes. So if a person would open it up in their Lexi app, they would be able to click on it and go to that post and control all of that. And if I were to, and the other thing with RSS feed and the flash briefings is if you have a large, I don't think it'll affect Anchor because there is no content with Anchor, but if you were to put it in Libsyn and then connect the RSS and put the RSS into flash briefing, if you have an extended amount of content, there's only so much content that the flash briefing will be able to take, and so you'll get a whole bunch of errors when you try to submit the RSS feed if it has a lot of content, a lot of words.
I understand Andrew was saying this kind of the same thing I'm thinking. way above my pay grade.
But maybe people on the replay will understand a little bit.
Well, anyway, it's good to know that it's out there and it's available. And if you're using the right podcast host, they can set it up for you correctly. That's what I'm getting from it. Or they can make it so it's easier for you to
control
to implement. Yes.
Yeah.
Than if you're using Anchor, and that's one of the things that's a fail as far as I'm concerned, because as a listener, I had that flash briefing. I was getting it, but who wants to listen to old news? And then you have to, when you tell her, play my flash briefings, you can say that in a normal tone. But once she starts getting into them and playing them, when you want her to stop, oh my gosh, you got to yell.
Yeah, you have to yell
because you got to yell to talk over top of her when she's telling you yesterday's and 2 days ago's news. That defeats the purpose of me using the round 2, because I could be in another room, but no, I got to go to the room where she is to tell her to shut the heck up. And it's not her fault. It's, well, in a way it is Amazon's fault, because they should have an easier implementation of that. Because in my head, why would anybody ever want to get the last 5 briefings if it's news? If it's news, you want to get it every day. Or even if, like even on TV, who watches yesterday's news? In the morning when I get up, because you guys may or may not know, I'm usually up at 3 or 4 in the morning. And that's one of the things they do here in Philadelphia. There's one of the stations that I follow where I do watch the weather, not the sport, the weather and the traffic. Sometimes when I get up at 3, they have last night's 10 o'clock news on. Now, this has been going on for years. It's nothing new. But obviously, I'm taking it that people are complaining about that, because now, instead of rerunning that, they're rerunning some of the afternoon shows. I don't know the names of the shows, but they're local talk shows that have nothing to do with news. They have entertainers on, or they'll do TMZ. Yeah, that makes a whole lot more sense, because in the morning, the last thing I want to hear is the news and the weather from last night. So I just can't imagine a circumstance where somebody wants to hear 5 days of flash briefings. But I guess in somewhere when they were designing this whole concept, they had that as a scenario that would make sense. So let's see what Brent says. Anchor is pretty darn easy. Yes, it is. But when it comes to the flash briefing, they do not have that one down packed yet. And I got a feeling they're not going to get it down packed. That's just a feeling I have.
I wouldn't necessarily blame Anchor for this. I think it has to do with the RSS. It's not Anchor's fault. They could couldn't they build a control just like Libsyn does? Yeah, but
that's all I'm saying. And they're not. And I don't think they're going to. I don't know if they have that expertise. Huh?
And you'd have to start paying for Anchor.
Well, they should just build it for themselves, for their own little flash briefing. That's what I'm talking. That's the only one that I would get on flash briefing is theirs. And I like that. I could just get, and then as soon as she says a certain name that starts with the letter T and ends with a P, I just say next. I don't have to listen to it. Or if I'm on the app, I would just swipe, and I don't even have to hear that. Because one of the reasons why I don't watch the news on TV, because I don't want to hear anything that starts with the letter T and ends with the letter P. That's just my thing. If you can't figure out who that is, then that's because you probably watch the news.
I was thinking tulip. But.
Yeah, that's right. They talk about tulips every day on the news here in Philadelphia. I have Libsyn, was thinking about switching to only using Anchor for podcasts. If you have Libsyn already, it's not breaking the bank, stick with Libsyn. That's my opinion. And I know we're supposed to be talking about live streaming, but guess what? This is my show, and we talk about whatever we feel like talking about. It's my second live stream today anyway, so we can talk about podcasting. And Brent said, thank you, Larry. Yeah. I like how Anchor is free. It is. And, you know, there's always good and bad that comes with free. So, oh, Beauty Bubble says, oh, I know that guy. She knows that guy, Tulip. She saw his wig the other day. And Andrew said, I like listening to news about tramps.
Nice.
Oh, you're so bad. And even Beauty thinks you're being bad, Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, let's talk about something else here. Since we're on this platform, Skype, we're on a couple platforms right now. Skype has introduced this recording feature. Now, we wouldn't need it now. And I'm just going to hover over here and see if there is a record option. I don't know, because we're not actually on Skype. We are, but we're not. I'm not sure.
I haven't updated it, so.
I updated mine.
Oh.
And I understand that it works with the phone as well. So even if you're on mobile, I'm on mobile, and we're do a Skype from via mobile, we can record it. It stays on your chat for 30 days. So you got that ability to download it. And if you're on desktop, if you do screen share, your screen sharing is part of the recording. I gotta say, I have not seen a lot of examples of it, but not that I've been looking for them, because I'm sure if I go on YouTube, I can find some examples of it. But I think that's a really cool option. And, Bren's seen it, because Bren says Skype looks great. So, Bren, have you tried to use it to record, say, a podcast or to do a webinar or anything like that for your friends? I like the idea that podcasters can go ahead and use the Skype. If it sounds good, they can go ahead and use that, for the podcast without the extra piece of making sure they do the double enters and all that other stuff. I didn't know you could interview live on Skype. I've been flying solo lately. Yeah, this is what they say. I haven't done it yet, guys, and maybe that's a topic for a future video to actually do a recording, but I don't think I can do it now. Speaking of Skype, and then Andrew puts in a link here for us to check out. And I can't click on it because of Ecamm. I would have to open up the browser, which I do have over here, which reminds me that I need to pop this chat out. So I'm kind of glad you did post that link, because I forgot to pop the chat out. But anyway, Andrew, could you just give me an idea of what that link is? Because, it takes forever to get to the actual chat on YouTube when you're live, because you got to wait for the page to load, especially if you're using TubeBuddy or vidIQ. Watch the cord, Mr. Rodney. Did you get my ice cream, baby? That was a no. Okay. Just 1 minute. That was a mistake, Mr. Rod. Let me pop this chat out, guys. I'm sorry. Thank you. All right, and Jazzy Puppet is in the house. Hey, Jazzy, long time no see. How's it going? How's your channel coming along? I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to, but I can honestly say I have not seen any new videos coming from you lately. So I'm not sure what's going on over there. And Andrew said, easily integrate Skype calls into your content with the new content creators feature. Oh my gosh. That reminds me of the new thing over on Facebook that Alfredo mentioned. How did I not see this? What is it, Larry? You're using it as well. Some creator studio thing where you can monitor all your Facebook pages in one place and all this stuff. You turned your mic off. Or you muted somehow. Oh. I thought the creator studio was on. I still don't hear you. Was only on mobile. Well, no, I shouldn't say that because you always had to go onto desktop in order to put your trailer video and all that stuff. But I didn't know that you can now use it to manage your accounts. Brent says, is that Skype update services free? Brent, click on the link and you can probably check it out. All right, you guys are, whew. Like a Kelly Green. The green screen? Is that what you're talking about, Jazzy Puppet? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I didn't see your previous comment. Is the screen actually a neon green? I've purchased 3, and they all came and are a darker green. It's, I'm not going to say it's neon. Well, yeah, it is close to neon. So, all right, because Jazzy Puppet is here, let's just show what it's like. OMG. Oh, it's back up, right? I'm back. Yeah, but gee whiz, that was really amazing. Let's see who's still here. Okay, Jazzy's still here. And she says, I'm back. Yes, I am back. You know, Jazzy, it was not meant for me to show you what is behind this green screen. And actually, it's still stuttering. So I'm going to end the stream, guys, and I'll come back on. I didn't even try to bring Larry back in because I can see that the system is not stable. Better than ever. Well, so I'm not sure why that happened. So I'm not going to risk fate again. And so I want to thank you guys for coming out. I so appreciate you, especially for those who came twice for 2 different live streams today. And with all the technical difficulties, like right now, I'm over on YouTube and cannot pop out the chat. But hang on, before I shut the stream down, I'm going to pop that chat out. Thank you. Okay, so I'm not sure what went wrong, and I will work on it and try to figure it out. And I thank you so much. Guys, I will definitely be back live again next weekend. It'll probably be on Sunday this time, though, because we have an event. Better Than Success has an event on Saturday. There's a class. I believe it's a home financing class. So check the live streams on Twitch if you're interested in that. And with that, I'm going to say thank you for coming. Please subscribe and check out these other live streams, replays here on YouTube. Peace.